Tom Glynn is insightful, creative, and action-oriented.
Brilliant, savvy, and loyal. Tom was really ahead of his time thinking about public-private partnerships. I can't think of a single industry he has not touched and improved.
Everything that he's touched has turned to gold.
Well, there's a lot of satisfaction to kind of building a team and then, tackling something that's been around for a while that ultimately benefits the citizens and especially low-income citizens.
Tom has transformed our state and city by humanizing it, by making people understand that the product or service being delivered is being delivered for the benefit of people. And when you hold that as your North Star, it makes a meaningful difference.
When he was the CEO of Massport, when he was the general manager of the MBTA, when he was at Partners, he was not only thinking about how this is going to impact the employees that he was responsible for, but most importantly, the consumer of the service.
Logan Airport is almost unrecognizable compared to what it was like when he started. The quality of the facilities, the services are just so much better. Tom, in his very quiet, understated, but effective way, deserves a lot of credit for that.
In the 6 years that I was at Massport, the team was able to accomplish some significant things, almost doubling of international flights, the revitalization of Boston Harbor, and the seafood industry was very significant. And the real estate agenda that we pursued, preserving some of the existing assets in the seaport. So I think it's really important that business has a seat at the table when you're trying to solve big problems. People may remember back in 2006 when the Massachusetts healthcare reform bill passed. It was really the work of 4 business leaders that made that come to fruition.
He played a major role, again, behind the scenes, working within our organization, other providers, insurers, people in state government to try to build the coalition that ultimately passed that historic piece of legislation. He discerned that it was going to be really important to explain what it was to the people of Massachusetts and encourage them to sign up. And so there was a massive communications effort that unfolded. And I think it's one of the reasons why Massachusetts continues to have the highest rate of insured people of any state in the country.
I think the Massport model has set a new bar for inclusive development in our city. There will always be large development in Boston and Massachusetts, and this is a different approach, and Tom Glynn deserves a lot of credit for that. Still serves as a model for the Commonwealth and major development in terms of how to do inclusiveness right.
He pushed that through, that literally knocked down walls and opened opportunities for women and people of color to have a piece of equity when it comes to the seaport.
Massport board member Wayne Jackson observed that it didn't seem like there was as much diversity in the development in the seaport as should be. And so we said that we were going to make 25% of the award would be based on who had the best diversity proposal. The sense was, well, this is a public agency, this is public land. We have an obligation to do something of significance when it comes to diversity.
I can't think of a person that has impacted our Commonwealth more with respect to public service and leadership.
Tom is certainly worthy of this distinguished Bostonian award, be it at the T, Massport, Partners, Harvard. He's just moved so many mountains.